In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the Slip and Slide add-on to manage digital notebooks using Google Slides. It's a really fun and creative way to send assignments to your students. We're going to start in Google Classroom. So this is my course. I'm going to head over to the classwork page, and we're going to start by creating a new assignment. You don't have to do anything in advance to prep for this. I'm going to call my assignment Interactive Notebook. And I'm going to use the Create button to create a blank Google Slide presentation. Now, if you've used Google Classroom before, you're probably familiar with the process of attaching something you had previously created and making a copy for all of your students. But this time, we're going to start with a completely blank assignment. So blank, I'm even going to delete the empty slide that's there. So there are no slides in this presentation. I'm going to give it a name, because that will show up in my student's Google Drive account. And we're going to head over to the classwork tab again and make sure that we choose the make a copy for each student option. Okay, so that's all you're going to do initially. You're going to create a blank assignment and assign it to your students using make a copy. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Every student will now have this empty Google presentation. Now, I have a master presentation that looks like this that contains dozens of learning activities. And I'm going to slowly assign these activities to my students one at a time. And to do that, I'll be using the Slip and Slide add-on. This is a wonderful add-on. If you've not used add-ons before, you'll need to begin by clicking on the add-ons menu, going to Get Add-ons, and searching for Slip and Slide. This is a relatively new add-on. It is a freemium add-on, so you can use it for free for a certain amount of time, and then you have to pay to continue using it. But it is the best deal around. It is $8.50 for lifetime access. You pay one time less than $10, and you get it forever. 100% worth it. You can try it, I think, for 30 days and decide if you're going to use it on a regular basis. I paid for it. Again, worth every penny. Because of how much time it saves me and the things that it allows me to do. So you'll need to install that. Now keep in mind, depending on your district's security privacy settings, you may not be able to install it. You may need to ask your IT director to approve it before you can add it. I've got the add-on installed, and the first thing we're going to do is click Start, and that'll just install the add-on and prepare it. And then we're going to need to select the folder in which all of my student presentations are stored. Now, the nice thing about using the Slip and Slide add-on with Google Classroom is that it does that for us automatically. So I'm going to go to Select Single Folder in Drive. When I assigned that blank presentation to my students, Google Classroom automatically created the folder and put all of the students' assignments in that folder, and it's right there. So I just did it, and this is organizing my files by last modified. So because I just created the folder, it's the first one that shows up. All of my student assignments are in there. So that's what I'm going to select. And then I have the ability to push any or all of the slides in my template presentation, my master presentation, out to my students. So I've installed the add-on, I selected my folder. I'm going to go back to the add-on menu one more time and select the second one here, push out the slides. We're going to start with slide 1. It's a little drag and drop activity for similes and metaphor. And I'm only going to do one at this time, just one slide, and I click Start. That's it. So remember, my students received a blank template. They got this, nothing. Now I'm going to go ahead and log into a student account, which I've got saved over here. So I'm going to switch over here. Here's the assignment that was posted. That's the student's name. I'm going to go ahead and open up Lucy's assignment. And let's see if it worked. There we go. So it's no longer blank. We now have the first activity. This could be one class period, one day. The student completes the activity, submits it through Google Classroom. Then the next day or whenever I'm ready, I'm going to go back to the Slip and Slide add-on, go back to my menu, So let's say that this time we're going to do multiple slides. So let's do 2 through 5. We'll push out 4 activities. So we're going to start with slide 2. We're going to go through slide 5. And then it's also going to say, where do you want it to be? You want it to be at the start. And so I want the current activity to be at the beginning, the top of the presentation. So I'm going to kind of add it to the beginning. So we'll click start. So it's going to add those 4 slides this time. It's pretty quick. I've tried it with many, small and large number of slides, and it takes usually less than 30 seconds to push it out to the students. It'll give you a list of successful and unsuccessful attempts. Occasionally, you may have to push it out to a student or two a second time, but it's been very reliable for me so far. Let's go ahead and look at the student slide deck again. Okay, so here's Lucy. Oh, there it goes. So we can see those 4 new activities have been pushed out. Now, these are pretty sophisticated activities here. So the first one I pushed out had some audio clips in it. This one here has a bunch of sticky notes that you drag in. So it pushes everything: video, audio, images, text, the speaker notes, the off-canvas material. All the formatting is exactly the same. So a marvelous tool for creating these expanding interactive notebooks. Looks like I had a couple that did not work. I'll have to manually move those in, investigate why that happens, but still, again, pretty good odds. Work pretty effectively. I love Slip and Slide. Totally worth the $8.50 that it costs, because it gives me the ability to slowly drip out activities over a longer period of time.